Ryan with Miss.Geek here, and in this video, we're not doing anything with radio. I still have radio stuff to do, and we're going to be getting to that, don't worry. But in this video, I'm embarking on a project, and wow, a giant moth just crawled up in front of me and scared the heck out of me. Embarking on a project, and what I'm going to be doing is using this thin foam board to make an RC glider. Now I'm not gonna discuss the design and stuff yet, but one of the things been wanting to do is combine 3D printing with RC gliders, and the plastic can be heavy, and you can buy specific plastics that are a lot lighter, and I'll probably end up doing that depending on how this goes. But what I've been trying to do is build a wing saddle because I'm going to be using this foam board to build a composite, or not composite, but to build a multi-layer fuselage. So it'll be 3 layers of this foam thick. Now, this is just foam board you buy at Walmart. This is a slice of it here. It's a 3/16" foam core covered in paper that peels off relatively easily. And the way that you glue this paper together, or glue this foam together, is with hot glue, which, is, you all know, is one of my favorite things to build with. So just gonna get some hot glue in here. Not the lightest stuff in the world, but it's light enough. Get that on there, get this aligned, squeeze it together, and here we go. That's pretty good. And the idea here is that I build a wing saddle that this can go in, and also hot glue in there, and then I can hot glue a wing to hot glue my thumb here. Hot glue a wing to this airfoil shape and give the wing an inherent airfoil shape. Now, to do this, I've had to learn Onshape, which is a really cool free program you can get online, or you can use online. It's a website. I started out with this little tiny piece right here, and thought it looked really good. It came out really nice. But I wanted to do a much more complex piece than that. So I ended up with this shape here. This is really heavy. So I tried, and basically this is just starting off with some extrusions and then cutting out of them and whatnot. I tried making a lot smaller one. It's a lot smaller, but a lot weaker. And the problem here is that you have to use supports, and the supports basically print along with the part, like so, and then you break them out. That's how you can, print in midair, is that you're not printing in midair. So I've got and this piece was just too heavy. This piece was way too light, and this piece was just a prototype, and this little piece went wee all the way home. Anyway, this piece, on the other hand, I just got done printing, and it's not looking super great. Looks like some of the supports didn't come out that hot, but they might have worked well enough. Okay, so that worked all right. Now, the original thought was to glue the foam board, glue a foam board wing to the bottom, like so. We'll see that's about good enough for length, so I'll just cut it right there. So what I was going to do is glue it like that, which may yet work. This isn't a super precise thing, or I can glue it like so. So either one. And if I do it this way, I could actually extend the print out further out here and give it a bit of a spar. So if you've watched this far, which YouTube tells me that most of you don't, I'm gonna go grab a couple things. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna show you what I'm attempting here. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a bit of my own history. When I was a teenager living in Southern California, and I've always lived in the desert, except for the 10 years I spent up in Washington, I got these. These are called White Wings, and what they are is they're paper airplanes. And you can probably already see where I'm going with this. These two designs right here, actually these three, or so were some of the best flying paper airplanes I ever saw. Um, Now this, I actually bought this used, not used, but it's brand new. It's 30 years, copyright 1988, right? So this is a 35-year-old kit. You can tell it's weathered. It's been sitting around a long time. Somebody probably bought it for their grandkids back in the 80s or early 90s, and then they got old and died, and I got it at an estate sale. And so it comes with this, and this beautiful thing talks all about like how wings stall, and it goes into all sorts of theory about how airplanes fly. And it's a beautiful book. I learned so much from this. And aviation's always been a thing really close to my heart. And as a kid, I just devoured this. Let me show you the actual planes are printed on this thick paper, and you cut them out and glue them together. So I would like to try to recreate these with foam and with 3D printing, and not recreate the exact designs necessarily, but the idea of the simplicity of them and the beauty of them and some of the more unusual shapes. For example, a rudder that's inverted, is under the aircraft instead of above it, such as these two here. I want to make them radio controlled, and I have, here we go. And I have some stuff for it. There's these little tiny servos. I believe these are 9 grams. They're tall. They make even they're small, I should say, and they make even smaller ones that are 4 grams. And I'll probably go with those and just order them up. Whether I use this receiver or not in my transmitter that I have, I don't know. I might. This is really ultra micro stuff, and I can already feel these are about the same weight. So yeah, I'm worried about weight. Of course, I'm building these fairly large, so it should fly pretty good even with some weight on it, but I don't want to make them unnecessarily heavy, which is why I'm not sure I'm going to go with this 3D printed thing. The designs originally had you just gluing it all together using the paper, and that might work really well. I don't know. I'm going to try both and see what happens. But I would like them. I don't want them to be too light, but I want them to be durable and strong, and not also heavy enough that they can find a little bit of wind. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited about this, and this may not work out at all. I might just go with more traditional designs in the long run, but this is an exciting start to me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oops, knocking stuff over here. Thanks for watching, and if you've gotten this far in the video, maybe like and subscribe and see what I come up with next on this 3D printing meets RC planes meets white wings meets whatever project that I'm attempting to embark on. All right, take care. 73.